Well, congrats on this film. This is so much fun to see on the big screen, which is where we want everybody to see it, right?
Yeah, totally.
So is it hard for you to get around now? Because, I mean, you're on billboards everywhere and things are kind of nuts.
No, because it feels like work. You know, when I come here, I'm working, talking to you. When I go to those big events where there's a lot of kids or whatnot, like it's work. And then I go home and I live my life, which is very, very different. So, because all of our lives are different once we come home from work. So yeah, no, nothing's really changed.
No one else is gonna die because of you.
You know, I'm just one person. I'm not worth it.
No, you are worth it. You are worth it to me.
Well, why do you think we need to see this on the big screen? Why is it important?
Yeah, I think the idea was to definitely, if you do a second movie, you need to, you need to make it bigger, and you need to hopefully step it up a notch, really. And I think they've achieved that actually happily. You know, inevitably the scope of it feels bigger, and also what you've kind of done away with is you don't need the setup stuff. So you know the characters, you know the world a little bit, so you can kind of get straight to the fun stuff essentially.
Well, we always ask people their Hail Mary moment, the moment in their life or their career where they had to go for it and it worked out for them. What do you suppose that was for you?
I don't know if there is one, to be honest. It's funny. I think that happens for some people, but I always say, you know, Shay and I were talking about this. It tends to be. It seems like that would happen, but in fact, it tends to be more of a slow burn process where things kind of happen slowly.
Why don't you take your food and sit down, huh?
Or what? Besides, I think we should all stick together now that we're all officially fugitives.
So what's the day, moment, or scene in this film that you think you'll always take with you?
I mean, I loved working with Kate. When we come together and she's like, what kind of position do you want? And we're doing this and that. We kind of like riffed on it a couple times, and I got to just like ad-lib with Kate a little bit and try and make her laugh, which was fun because I think she's just such an incredible actress. And
Find them. Every last one of them.
Well, I think it's an amazing script that brought us all together. And the fact that it is an action film led by a young actress who embodies so much of the things that young people should, you know, aspire to do and be. And the fact that there's so many strong women associated with the project. But I think what I'll take away from it was the fact that I got to work with such an amazing group of people on a project that I really, really wanted to be a part of.
So this movie had to have been a whole lot of fun to work on. What do you suppose you'll always remember about working on this?
You know, the thing that you always remember about a movie working is the people and the crew and just like the process of doing it. You know, it's not that exciting for people at home to think about that, but that's what it is for us. It's an experience. You know, you have to cherish the moment, and it's not about. I'm not like doing this because just for watching the final product. I'm doing it to enjoy myself while I do it. So I'll remember the good times on set and stuff.
Now you realize you're making the rest of us guys look bad, right?
Why?
Because you can do music, you can dance, you can act, you know?
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff I can't do.
What can't you do?
To tell you the truth, I really didn't do very well in school. But not because, I mean, sometimes I did, but in certain classes I wouldn't because I'd be at home and I'd be working on music or I'd be doing the show, and I was so obsessed with that I didn't, when you're into something, you spend a lot of time doing something, you lose time on other times. I have a few best friends, but I'm not like the most socially out guy, and there is. A lot of time I spend time making music at home, or on set just focusing.
Good for you for doing it. Congrats.
Thanks.
Good
All
to
right.
see you again, man.
Good to see
Thank
you.
you.